Good afternoon, bakers. I am Dal, and I am back for the fourth day of feeding our brand new starter. And I just wanted to let you know, welcome to my YouTube video channel. I don't know how many of you are watching it, but I'm doing it because there were some people on my Facebook group, Bread Makers for Beginners, that wanted to see me make the starter, feed it every day, rather than waiting for the whole series at the end of about a 2-week span. So the only way I could figure out to do it was to do little YouTube videos each day. So they're about 5 or 6 minutes long, and I'm a little bit late today. This got fed about 10:30 or 11 yesterday morning. So don't worry if you're late or whatever, it's fine. It just means that it's had more chance to feed off of itself. And this is very runny. It's very liquidy. It still doesn't smell good, but it certainly doesn't smell as awful as it did yesterday. So let's get started. This is the fourth day. And once again, I'm using my scale, my just handy dandy measuring cup. I am tearing that scale. I'm going to put in 100 grams of water. This is the purified water that I always use, that's from my fridge that I let dechlorinate. I just left it open on the counter for about 4 hours, and that's it. Then I put the lid on it, and I have 2 jars actually, because if I have to make 4 loaves of bread, it takes almost a whole one of these jars. And so I like to have them all ready when I'm making bread. So next we're gonna put 25 grams of our, I'm gonna tear the scale. I haven't been doing it, you don't need to, but I'm gonna put 25 grams of whole wheat flour. Okay. That's 25 grams of whole wheat flour. And then I'm going to put 75 grams of bread flour. And, you know, if you can get bread flour and you have it in your pantry, I suggest if you have been using all-purpose and you're just waiting for some bread flour, if you get it, switch over now. The sooner you switch over, the sooner your starter will actually be ready to use. So 75 grams of bread flour, and that takes us up to 100 grams of flour. So that's 100 grams of flour, 100 grams of water, and now I think I'm gonna have to take this out with a spoon because it is absolutely really runny. It's eaten all the protein there was in there to eat. So now we take that up to 125. Okay. Yuck. That is gross. But it's already starting to ferment, and that's good. That's exactly what you need to make this starter start rising and falling. Yesterday, this starter rose to about half the jar. It rose pretty well before it started falling, but it did that earlier, like probably about 8 last night. It was about halfway up the jar, and then it stayed there for quite a while, and then during the night it started falling again. So it's not ready to use for anything yet. It's still just a goopy mess. And so please don't think you're gonna save it, you're gonna use it for something else, or you're just gonna keep feeding the same one over and over. You can't. You take 25 grams out of this one from yesterday, throw it away, wash it down the drain. It's no good. And I can't emphasize that enough. I get that question more than any single other question I get is, can't I use it for something? No. I don't want to waste. No, you have to waste it. It's sad, but it's 100 grams of flour. Come on. You know, it's really infinitesimal. So don't let yourself get caught up in that merry-go-round. I did it, I know. It was crazy. So now that it's all mixed up, I'm just gonna put it in my jar and I'm gonna put the lid on and I'm done for today. And if I have time tonight, before I go to bed, I'll come back and do another little video. If it rises, I'll come back and do another little video and just show you. And you can stir it. Give it a stir, because stirring it adds air and bacteria to the mix. So, you know, if you want to give it a stir during the day, you know, just come in and stir it up. That's not a bad thing. It's a matter of people having time. I have to push that down just a little. That's a little bit high. It's just a matter of how much time you've got. So I have a lot of time. I'm retired and my kids don't live nearby. My grandson comes and stays with us sometimes for weekends, holidays, things like that. But basically, I have a lot of time, so I can do these things. Anyway, so there you go. We're all done for today. We set it on the counter, wash up our dishes, and we're finished. Just like that. It's so simple. So don't be afraid. Get your starter going. Go back and watch the 3 previous videos if you're just starting, and it's just simple as can be. It's just patience. You'll get there. Happy baking. See you tomorrow.